Hi, welcome to the Let It Fly show. I am Michael Severe, joined by Josh Jones, Omaha Central, and of course, Creighton University Blue Jays as well. Yeah, we are live inside of the sports bar known in the Capital District as the Let It Fly Sports Bar. We're taping this on a Tuesday night, our new taping night. And just about probably 5 minutes ago. Well, Creighton's getting ready to start. I think they're waiting for the game before to end. But Creighton's getting ready to start playing. They'll be on TV, and of course, we'll get some more into that as we go along. So how's it been? How's it going on, man?
Man,
I've been a while.
It's been a while.
I've got a text today, but
good,
you guys
man.
still doing the show?
I've been watching Creighton basketball, watching really the Warriors, because I'm kind of plotting for like a Zion or a Jimmy Butler
Trade?
You know.
Well, Jimmy's going somewhere.
Somewhere.
Jimmy's going somewhere.
You know, and then it's just a little bit of just watching around the Big East League. That's really what I've been on.
You know where Zion should go?
Oh, in college football. But go ahead.
And you know where Zion should go, seriously? Someplace like Milwaukee.
No, hell no.
That don't got no good food. He needs to go someplace that don't got no good food. Being in New Orleans is the worst place for a man that can't control his urges. Between the food and the women, he's got no chance.
So what does he need more? A bigger market or no food?
He needs to go someplace where there's nothing to do at night. He needs to go someplace where there are not a lot of women or food that can get him in trouble. I'm serious. New Orleans is the worst place for an addictive personality. The worst city.
For sure.
It doesn't shut down. It don't close. They don't stop serving alcohol. They don't stop serving food.
Yeah, and he missed the plane. I think he missed the plane because he over it. Trade me.
Well, probably true. Yeah.
You know,
making a statement.
Right.
That's certainly possible.
Yeah, I think he over it, man. So, speaking about, I mentioned Creighton. They played Marquette. I kind of had like a little small Twitter rant, and I was just talking about not being a blind optimistic. You know, and I think the message got through, bro.
Okay.
Because they played another game. And they did everything that they were supposed to do.
I mean, they played against a team that hadn't won this year.
True. But it's one of those things where I'm looking for, I want Creighton basketball to be basketball where no matter who you play, keep that same energy.
Sure.
Whether we play a number 1 team or number 12 team.
Right.
You know, and I just like the response, but now it's all about paying it for it.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in our headlines, of course. We're brought to you by Bud Light, the presenting sponsor of the Let It Fly show. Whether you're hanging out here at the bar or wherever you are, Bud Light gives you the chance to have easy drinking, easy buckets throughout Nebraska, easy to drink and easy to enjoy. I mentioned that we're inside of the Let It Fly Sports Bar in the Capital District. So we're taping this on a Tuesday night. Thursday night, there will be a live weigh-in.
It's going down. How about that?
For the big MMA event that's happening over at the First Union Credit Center, which is over there in Ralston, the old Ralston Arena. It's a Friday night event. It's already, tables are gone. Most of the seats are gone. There are tickets still left, and Nitro tickets, so you can check those out. But we'll be interviewing Wayne Sullivan, who's on that card coming up.
I just kind of feel like for me, like fighting is a new basketball. I mean, I never really thought I would appreciate fighting so much until, you know, you get this new era of storyline. It's probably social media, to keep it real. Probably a big part of it, bro. But like, I can't wait. Like, you know, it's almost like a vibe around where like, when I go to fights like that, especially MMA and stuff like that, I always figure that anybody can fight at any second, but nobody don't.
That's true.
That's how I feel. That's the energy.
Look, there's two sports that are just better live. Okay, one is any kind of combat sport, whether it is boxing or UFC, MMA. The other one is hockey. Hockey live.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
So much better.
I watched the Lancers play.
The energy in the building, being able to see the puck better than on TV.
I agree.
You get to see things happening behind the play that you don't always see.
I respect that.
Hockey live, any kind of combat sport live.
I got a question for you. Who made up this rule where you can fight until you fall?
Well, it's always been an understanding. It's not a rule.
Oh, it's an understanding.
If only 2 people are fighting, it's good until one person goes on the ice and it's over.
I wonder. I'm on research.
Because they used to beat the hell out of the guy.
I know why.
And then that made more people get involved. And you went from a 2-person fight to like a 6 or 7-person fight. And you don't need that. And also remember, when you're on the ice, you're close to some of the sharpest things in the world, those skates. The last thing you want is somebody to get cut. Because it's deadly when somebody gets cut with those skates.
No doubt.
So
I just always wondered that. I'm like, when was the first fight and who let this ride?
And if you, you've seen this the way it used to be. You'd have a big fight, and they'd be going at it, and then eventually more people will get involved. You don't want that. You don't want a whole bunch of people fighting.
Man, speaking of that, I feel like the NBA should just adopt the 90s rules. and allow hand checking to come back.
Let that come back?
Yeah, just let him push one time.
Well, that'll obviously limit the scoring.
Yeah.
It'll slow down play. But the big thing that'll happen to it, though, is the people worry about the stars getting hurt. Right? They always have. You worry about stars getting hurt. So you put limitations on there because you want those guys to be healthy. You can't have a successful TV product if your stars aren't playing.
I agree, but basketball is down, though. So,
well, actually, if you look, attendance is up.
Well, viewership.
The reason why viewership is down.
Is it streamed or something?
No, it's because of the fact that it's football season.
Well,
it's football season. Let's wait till January.
Yeah.
And let's see. Wait till the end of January.
Right.
You got this weekend of the NFL. You got Monday national championship game, which we'll get to. Then you have
all right, I'm following you,
a Super Bowl at the beginning of February. When that's over, it's basketball time.
Right. We're going to talk about college football later or now?
We'll talk about, we'll get to headlines. Our first headline, though, is not that. It is not college football.
Okay.
It's not NFL football.
Okay.
It is the conversation happening right now on the social media platforms of one young Terence Crawford.
Oh, and Canelo.
Perhaps going against Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, for sure.
At a 168 weight sometime in September. Bud keeps dropping hints about how you guys don't know, and he's been having this in his back pocket the whole time, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you believe the reports?
I believe the reports for the simple fact that the hints coming from like kind of like his camp, his side.
People. Yeah,
I believe that, and like, you know, I know some people who know some people.
Yeah,
and I know him.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not saying I know directly, but I believe it. But irregardless. I'll tell you my take. What's your take on how that fight played out?
I think Bud, well, we'll get to that. I just want to say this first. The reason why Bud needs this fight, in my opinion. Needs it.
Uh-huh.
And this isn't for the down, deep, dirty boxing fans or folks who live here. This is for nationally and the average casual boxing fan. There are a lot of people who believe that Bud hasn't fought anybody. Even though he's dominated the majority of people he fought, he had a stretch. I think I told you this. He had a stretch one point.
Like a marquee name?
He fought 10 fights where he lost 12 rounds.
Damn.
Total. He was dominating his competition.
Right.
But a lot of people look and go, well, who's he fought? Who's the big star he fought?
Yeah.
He's fought everybody he had to win championships. You know, but people point and they go, has he fought anybody that was a true star?
Okay.
And so with this, if he was to go up to 168 and beat who many people think is somewhere in the top 5 of pound for pound, whether he's 2 or 5 or 4, doesn't matter, then there's no more excuses. There's no more people going, well, he didn't fight anybody. He went up from where he was at like 130, you know, fighting in the Golden Globes to 168. That's Sugar Ray Robinson stuff. That's not done. So if he was to do that, it would be no more conversation about how good Bud is.
I think,
in my opinion.
And I'm not really playing devil's advocate to you. You just talking about a perspective of what people think.
I'm talking about if you go online.
Yeah, right.
Matter of fact, I forwarded one to our boy Tony Boone today.
Okay.
Where this guy who's a boxing commentator guy.
Yep. Oh,
asked the question, who's Bud fought? And somebody said, well, he fought Gamboa. Well, Gamboa was still, he's like, well, Gamboa had to come up in weight. He was. Everybody they bring up, they're like, well, he wasn't nothing. What did he do after it?
Or my take is maybe he's just Michael Jordan. Maybe he's just so good that he make these good fighters look really average.
Or he's Mayweather, who did the same thing.
Well, we can say
everybody he fought, people were like, well, that guy wasn't no good.
Right.
After he beat him,
yeah. I think it's that. And I get it. I get what I'm gonna say. This.
Who's the biggest name he fought?
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I'll probably say Sean Porter when it comes to marquee.
Right.
Like
everybody knew Sean's name.
Yeah. So from that perspective, I get what's being said.
Is Sean a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Sean Porter's a Hall of Famer?
Sean Porter's a Hall of Famer.
How many championships he won? Because you know, boxing's different. There's a certain amount of number of things you must do to be a Hall of Famer.
So that means he's fought all of the names, first of all.
All right. No, Bud's fought everybody he's supposed to fight.
He had a belt, and I think he lost it to Spence.
Yeah, I thought he had the WBC at one point.
He lost it to Spence, and then he fought Keith Thurman. He should have won that, but he didn't.
He didn't win. Keith caught him.
But yeah, so to me, I respect that. I think as far as marquee, as far as like what boxing fans want to see, name after name after big name, he hasn't fought as many big names like that. But also, I think he played politics when he was on that other side of the street.
Yeah, he wasn't ducking people. People were ducking him.
Yeah, PBC.
Yeah, they were ducking him.
But now you're a free agent.
Yep.
He's in this position.
Yep.
I think that if he fights Canelo, I think that Bud I think call me crazy, bro. I think he stopped Canelo Alvarez.
See, I don't know if he stops him. If I was going to bet it.
Call me crazy.
If I was going to bet it, I would bet that Bud won it in a decision.
Pause. Let me get these rocks off. I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
All right. Switch hitter. Quicker. Canelo walked through punches. And I think Bud got strong, heavier hands.
Than Triple G.
No,
because he didn't knock him down.
No. True, but I just kind of feel like if you know the Bud Crawford that I know,
sure,
I think he knows what's at stake, and he ain't gonna be fighting to run and survive like Charlo. You know, I just feel like he has strong enough punching power where he can get that right punch off of a duck and counter, and he gonna catch him on the chin.
The better chance to have him knock him down would be with volume,
but if
not one. I don't think one punch is gonna knock him down.
Right?
It's a volume
but
thing.
But I think that if it goes 12 rounds, I'm like Now,
see, I think it goes 12 rounds, and Bud, because of the quickness he has, because of there's no one better win than Bud Crawford. His win is incredible.
He gonna shock the world.
He slows Canelo down. He hits him a lot. He wins a bunch of rounds. He wins 7-5, 8-4 on the card. That's what I think happens.
It's tough to win a lot of rounds against Canelo.
Well, you can't. I think he can because he doesn't land a lot of punches. He just can't be hit by a lot of big punches.
But the thing
By the way, if he gets hit by a big punch, I know Bud has not been really, really hurt.
Yeah, right.
But he's been knocked down.
Yeah.
And even the last fight he was in, he was caught, I think it was the 8th round with that right hand.
I was about to get to that.
That was a good shot.
I mean, going up in weight and size, the hands just get heavier.
Oh, yeah.
It is different.
Because the bodies come behind it, yeah.
So, and that's why I'm talking about the quickness. I think Bud is quick enough to try to stick and move, so to speak. But I just kind of feel like if Bud can test his chin and make Canelo actually have to strategize, he got a shot. But if Canelo just walking through punches, Bud just ain't got heavy enough hands. But I think he's going to shock the world. I think he'll catch him on the chin. Bud in 10.
Saul is slow.
Bud in 10.
He's slow, right? So I think that'll help, obviously. He's very deliberate, so that'll help. The big concern, obviously, is the shots that Bud would have to take. I think Bud would win it in the decision.
You think?
I think we're at the point in his career now that I think the majority of the rest of his fights, kind of like what happened with Mayweather, they're going to go the distance.
Right.
Because of the weight he's at now.
This phrase, man, is people that boxers say and boxing experts say, and sometimes just debating not debating fans. People don't know shit about boxing. And maybe I can be one of those guys, but I just think that the way he's built, I think he got stronger punching power than it may seem. Also, the dog in him at what's in stake and how he's a switch hitter, I think he can catch him. But it's going to be in the later rounds.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be shocked if Canelo if Canelo walked down Bud, I'll be shocked.
Madrigal, the last guy he fought, Bud did those things to him. That was the toughest fight. I can't wait to interview Bud because I don't know if he'll say this, but that was the toughest fight I've ever seen him in.
For sure.
I've never seen him in a fight that tough.
Right.
Ever. From watching him the first time I saw him, that Bradis Prescott fight,
you got me excited.
To here, I've never seen anybody.
September's
what they're saying. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Headline number 2, then some transfer stuff, right? Our boy Jalen Lloyd leaves Nebraska.
He bounced.
He's at Oklahoma State. I wish him all the luck in the world. He's there with Zane Flores, who obviously
Omaha.
Gretna kid.
Gretna,
so that'll be fun to watch that. I'm looking forward to that.
3 things.
Yeah.
1, would you consider Zane Flores one of the greatest quarterbacks in Nebraska history?
High school quarterbacks?
High school quarterbacks.
He is one of my favorites. I've been here since 2002.
Yep.
He is the best young quarterback I've watched in this market.
Me too.
I saw him as a freshman.
Me too.
Playing against Scott. And I watched him do all these things, and I was like, that guy can throw the rock. And he was a freshman at the time.
He was
only got
more
better.
than a game manager.
Oh, yeah, he was a
playmaker.
Yeah. And he got hurt last year.
Yeah.
He probably would have played for Oklahoma State, but he got injured.
Right.
So he was missed the rest of the season.
Right.
He'll be back healthy. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Second question.
Yeah.
Do you blame him for leaving, for bouncing?
Jalen?
Yes.
Oh, not at all. No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Put me in perspective.
You got to sit in where you fit in, right?
Right.
And if you look at the situation last year, when there were fewer bodies than they're going to be this year, he wasn't getting time. Now he had a little bit of a hamstring problem. He had some sickness, some flu, so he didn't get it.
They was like that at his position.
He was not. Last year, they had numbers, but not great numbers. This year, they're going to have a lot better numbers.
Okay.
And so he'll be competing against better numbers than he did last year. Right. And last year, he didn't get run. So I say go someplace. And by the way, it's the Big 12 where they throw the ball more and they throw the ball down the field more.
But that's his game.
So that's his game. Yep. Another one is Javin Wright, who Buddha Wright, big fan. He's come back for his 7th season. Buddha had so many health issues. He had blood clots and all that stuff. And because he played through all these injuries, he's going to have a 7th year.
Blood clots is scary.
It's terrifying.
Where we're at?
Terrifying. I think they usually determine them in the legs initially, but it happened. He walked away from the sport for a while. Right. They wouldn't let him practice, and then he made his way back, but he's going to get a 7th year. I'm a big fan of that. New cornerback joined Nebraska. Marquise Groves Killebrew.
Okay.
Why Marquise Groves Killebrew intrigues me. One, he's a playmaker at the cornerback spot.
How tall?
He's 6'1".
Okay.
He's a playmaker at the cornerback spot. Also, now that he's joined Nebraska, he has played for all 4 of the Power 4 conferences.
That's crazy.
All 4 of them. He started at A&M in the SEC.
Right.
He went from there to Louisville in the AAC.
Right.
ACC, excuse me. Then he went to Arizona, which, of course, last year was in the Big 12, and now he'll be playing in the Big 10. He has gotten all 4 of them.
So why he keep transferring?
Well, the A&M one was pretty good. So A&M signed this giant class about 3 years ago.
Word.
Signed this giant 4 years ago. Signed this giant class.
Yeah.
Supposedly paid a ton of money for this class, and they just signed too many guys.
Word.
So he wasn't getting a chance there. He goes to Louisville. And he plays a little bit. He played there.
Yeah.
But then money comes around from Arizona, and he's like, oh, I can go to Arizona.
I'm going to.
And now, more money from Nebraska. So
Right. Yeah. So, I think nowadays when you look at it, remember when Nick Saban was like, if a guy can't commit, I won't commit. Well,
not anymore.
But now, it's a culture now, right? And I think he got out of it at the right time. So it ain't even really like he's just transferring because he ain't playing. He's trying to put himself in the best situation. So you got to give the man a chance. Respect.
National championship game, which is going to be on Monday.
Yes, sir.
You've got Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Ohio State, last time I looked, was like a 9.5-point favorite.
Yeah. I hate to say this.
Your feel of the game.
I think it's going to go opposite. I think Notre Dame going to win.
Well, it's so hard because I hate both teams. I've hated Notre Dame since I was a little kid. I can't stand Ryan Day.
Now go through every single game that and is it Notre or Nord? How do you say it? Notre.
It is Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame. Notre Dame if you're at the church. It's Notre Dame if it's the team.
Rudy. What do they say, Rudy?
Rudy was a fake movie. I don't care what they said. I'm just telling you how to say it correctly.
Right.
It's Notre Dame.
All right, so Notre Dame.
That's how they say it. So in South Bend.
So how we say it off camera, we say Notre Dame.
It's not Notre Dame.
There you go. You know how we say it. Good playing, man. You know how we say it.
It's Notre Dame. It's like saying Boise and not saying Boise.
Or North.
You only say North. It's North. Yeah.
All right, so you feel me.
I got you. Who's going to win?
All right, I think Notre Dame going to win for the fact that every game.
That'd be a big upset. Be one of the biggest upsets in national championship history.
But why?
It would be. Ohio State's a 9.5-point favorite.
No, I agree.
Yeah, that's a big number.
As far as the
that's
spread.
A big number, yeah.
But I think because of the games that they actually won leading up to them, they ain't scored that many points. But
defense playing well.
That's it, right there.
Yeah.
And I'm biased because I know it's people and we locked in, but they got XYs. When you got the best defensive player in the country on your team, and you already got a defense playing well, that's going to be the difference.
Well, he's not the best defensive player in the country.
Yes,
I mean, he's a very good defensive player. Last year he won the buckets. This year he did not.
Best.
This year he's not.
He the best.
He played against.
That's like saying Barkley was the best player in the NBA when Michael Jordan didn't win it.
He played against him last week. Penn State had the best defensive player in the country this year.
We gonna see. He gonna ball out.
No, I hope he does.
He gonna be the difference.
And look, if I had to choose between the two evils, I would choose Notre Dame. Yeah. Only because
why?
I can't stand Ryan Day.
Dang.
And I want the worst things to happen to Ryan Day possible.
Do you remember
which is losing?
So there was a narrative at a point in time when there was Stephen A. first take.
Yeah, that was wrong.
He should be fired.
That was stupid.
Why?
It was stupid because the man had lost 7 games or 8 games total.
But
8 games.
But what about the game to Michigan though?
Yeah, that's bad when you lose to Michigan. You shouldn't lose to Michigan, especially when you're Ohio State. But who are they? I hate this question, but I'm gonna ask you: who could they have gotten that have been better?
Damn. Nobody.
Huh?
I agree.
Who would they have gotten to be better? That's always the problem in life. If you can't replace me with somebody better, it's like having a beautiful girl.
Right.
And that beautiful girl doesn't do everything perfect for you.
Right.
Maybe she got hammer toe. I don't know. Right. But do you throw out because of hammer toe? I don't know. I don't think you do.
I got a sidebar. This ain't even about football.
What is your bar side?
Rodney Buford is one of Creighton University's GOATs in basketball. He need his jersey in the rafter.
Imagine how good he'd be.
I'm just keeping it 100. I just watched Kalkbrenner and he got the ball, and I'm like, that's cool and all. But Rodney Buford is on that list.
Okay.
And he still be coming to them games.
I know he do.
And he's like an unsung hero, bro.
Yeah.
I just seen it on you feel me?
Imagine if he was clean.
All right, anyway, go ahead. You crazy. Shout out Buford. That's my boy.
I think Ohio State wins the game.
Yeah.
I think they're more talented at every single position. I just think they have more depth. They're healthier than they've been.
I hope it don't go like that.
I hope it doesn't go either.
I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to
like
see it. Trust me, I don't want to see it.
If that game is like everything you're saying, I'm not trying to watch that.
I don't want to see that. But I'll tell you this.
I'm not trying to watch that.
For a fact, the African-American community has never cheered for Notre Dame as much as they're going to cheer for them on Monday night.
Yeah, the black community about to go
I guarantee
nuts.
that.
Yeah,
I guarantee that. They are not going to cheer.
You part of the black community, boy.
I am, but I do not cheer based off of color. I never will. Marcus Freeman. Here's what I like about Marcus Freeman. My favorite thing about Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
You ever watch a game, a Notre Dame game, and Marcus Freeman shows up, and there's a girl somewhere in the they all be like, who that? Boy, good look good.
Hey, he a young fella. Crispy line.
He like 36. He could be in the NFL. Watch out.
Yeah, no doubt.
He wins this.
Come on, you said it.
Headlines.
You said it.
Creighton, you mentioned it. Big bounce back, needed it, took care of business. Beat Butler.
Game for
now
game,
10-6, 3-2 in conference play. Playing right now against Providence as we tape.
I didn't like the whole, man, Pop is down, man. We going to get him next year. I'm like, what? You got Ryan Kalkbrenner. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Well, you got Ashworth playing out of his mind.
And Steven is one of them ones when ain't nothing shaking, he be going hard as he can,
but
bro.
look at Jemiah.
Yeah. Well, he's
Butler turns it on.
He's finally getting acclimated to that system.
He's getting it on, and he got to now.
Right.
This is what I said to somebody the other day. I was doing a radio thing, and a guy asked me, "Do you think Creighton's going to miss a tournament?" I go, first of all, no, because the non-conference they played, which is going to help them no matter what.
No doubt.
Even if they break even and go say 10-10 or whatever in the Big East, they're getting in. Even if they go 9-11, they're getting in because of their strength of schedule at non-conference.
Right.
Now, how deep can they go in the tournament?
Good question.
That's a whole other question, because they can lose to almost anybody, but I think on their best night, they can beat most anybody.
There you go.
Most anybody. When they're average, and we've seen it a couple times, the game against Georgetown, the game against Nebraska.
Man, you preaching, bro.
I mean, you got to be able.
But that's what my text message. Sorry,
your tweet.
What do you people say?
I
tweet?
Still say
is it
tweet.
X?
Man, it ain't making me change.
Yeah, bro. It's my
Quest Center around the corner.
That's what I was tweeting. Like, hey, man, MVP.
Yeah.
Like, you got to put your cape on.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
You know. Yep. And I feel like if Kalk play like that, everybody else game elevate in plays, and we just need Mason Miller to. He the X factor to me.
Yeah.
I just feel like
he can't find it, man.
Him and Jason Green. It's like
find it.
When it matters the most, when you absolutely need them to. One of them gonna come through.
Yep. Let me ask you a question about Nebraska basketball, and then we'll get to our interview.
Word.
So, have you ever played on a team at any level where, when you left your building, you couldn't play anymore? Like you struggled the way Nebraska struggled on the road. On the road this season. Now they won a game playing Hawaii.
I'm really
and others.
thinking about that. I was spaced off.
In conference, they have not won on the road. And matter of fact, they lost to Michigan State 89-52 and just lost to Purdue 104-68.
Wait, is this the same Nebraska that beat Creighton?
Exactly. On the road.
Right.
And then they lost that game to Iowa. They led by 15 in the second half and ended up losing in overtime by 10. They are struggling on the road. Give me a reason. Unbeatable at home. Won 20-something in a row at home. Can't win on the road.
I'm going to give you the honest reason.
What is it?
Sometimes, and I know you understand where I'm coming from as I say this.
Okay.
Sometime when you, lose, you start to get that sense of urgency and that panic feeling of, we've been here before.
Oh,
like,
sure.
That trauma.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they can't get past the hump of the
PTSD.
Yeah, they got the PTSD of losing
on the road
and how they lost.
Yeah.
And then when something go bad, it's a snowball effect and it keep happening. I don't think that they're not as good as they were advertised. That PTSD is tough, bro, in basketball.
Yeah, you got to win some games on the road if you get a tournament.
But what sucks, exactly,
Gotta win
like,
some.
you're supposed to be at your best.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Right.
And it's not just because they winning games. It's how losing games is how they losing.
They getting blown out.
Yeah, it's PTSD, bro.
Even the Iowa game where they just blew a 15-point lead.
The locker room is not lost. When I watch them play, like, they still got fight.
Yeah.
But it's that PTSD.
They got to win. We'll take a break. When we come back, Wayne Sullivan, big fight on Friday.
Sullivan.
Big fight. That's Mike Foxtrot.
Okay.
Mike Foxtrot is what his name is. We'll talk to him when we come back here on Let It Fly Show.
I forgot the sausage. Oh my God. Perfect.
Holy, what's the password?
There you go. There he goes. There he goes. He got it. I want a Sunday.
Welcome back to Let It Fly Show. This week's guest is a stone cold killer. The legal way, though, MMA. Wayne Sullivan joining us here. Got a big old fight coming up on the 17th, Friday night. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Feeling good, getting anxious just to get in there.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what is it like going in a fight week? I know as an athlete, I get butterflies when I'm about to hoop. What is it like as a fighter?
Yeah, we're taping this on a Tuesday night, so he's basically 3 days away.
So we 3 days out. So, I mean, you look out for everything at this moment, you know, like you just went through a real rough camp. You just tore each other up in the gym. Like, you know, last week my coach is like, all right, now we know the athletes that are fighting this week. Nobody get cut, no stupid injuries, no hurt your ankle, you know. So just like that, you overlook every single thing you do just to make sure you can make it to the fight. But at the same time, you still got to work out and keep your lungs open and all that good jazz. You can't get in nothing at Walmart, get no heat with nobody while you're driving, get out and bust your hand up or something like that.
Right. You know? They got to be at Walmart. That's what I'm saying. Things happen at Target, too.
We got a personal story.
Okay, good. Okay, so it's Friday night, Liberty Credit Union, of course, in Ralston. It is called the New York Knockouts 2025.
New Year's Knockout.
New Year's Knockouts. I got knockouts written down.
Anybody in New York can get knocked out.
Anybody. Well, that's true. Yeah.
It was a little Facebook.
That's 12 million people.
Hey, you hear about that?
No, was it with this Butts guy?
No, New York was just tripping with Omaha. Like, really? It wasn't like that.
Oh, because we went there for the bowl game?
That's why.
Yeah.
Was the bowl game
but then they posted our skyline, but that was just like a 1993 skyline.
Old skyline.
And said, oh, that's Omaha.
Yeah.
And it got active.
Oh, it did. It looked good, though. Everybody came together, instead of getting into it with each other. So 100%. I always love that.
For sure.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I lived in the boogie down. I love New York City.
If it came down to it.
I love New York City. How are you?
If not, I got you.
DeAndre Butts is who you're fighting?
Yep.
Tell me what you know about him.
He's out of Iowa. He's
we don't like him already.
Yeah, that was the thing. That's how they got me to take the fight. Do you know that?
Really? I did not know that.
That was like,
it's a draw people here.
Yeah, they called me and was like, hey, because they was trying to give me somebody light heavy for a little while, and it just hasn't been matching up.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, we got you a deal. Like, you remember the Nebraska game? They lost.
Yeah.
Right.
What? And then they was just like, we got a guy. He's from Iowa. I was like, sign me up.
Nice.
Done.
That's it. Yeah.
Done.
Say no more. Just say Iowa.
That's all I
We're
need.
there, you know.
Right.
So then there's like, all right, it's a heavyweight. I'm like, that's fine. So Iowa corn sucks, you know, whatever. Go Big Red.
Yeah,
you know
right.
that, okay?
Yeah, right. Tell me this though, like, you going into fighting now. How long have you been fighting, and what actually got you into it?
How long have I been fighting, Josh?
Well, I mean, like, how about this?
He said legally earlier.
Yeah,
you both chuckled.
Not just
yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, for everybody who don't know, this is my guy.
For real.
This is my brother for sure. But like, I tell the people out there, so to speak, like, tell them your story. How did you get into fighting, and who put you into a professional direction to filter it, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, everything just wasn't, my life wasn't like a lot of people's life, you know.
Yeah.
But we always grew up in neighborhoods where somebody even had it worse, you know. A lot of people had it better, you know. But so I was knuckling up with grown men when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like big time. Like probably not good for my brain big time. So then I just, all through middle school, fight. All through high school, fight. To where the principal, rest in peace, Miss Riggs, but she was like, fighting's gonna get you nowhere in life, kid. Like, you got to stop. Then I come out of high school and then I was getting into fights, and this guy's like, hey, man, you just fought some, like, real professional fighters. And I'm like, all right, I don't care, whatever. And, he's like, no, you need to fight. So he set me up as Joe Smsiri. He was a manager and has his own clothing line, and he set me up with a fight. And then
what year was this? Around
2013, 14.
Okay. So more than 10 years ago. Okay.
Yep. So then I took a fight, and they was like, man, this guy I sold so many tickets. They was like, man, we got to put him co-main event. So my first fight, I'm co-main. I come out, front kick, boom, right away. Put to get over the guy and bust them all up. And they're like, oh, yeah, we got somebody. So then so many fans come. Then it just multiplies and multiplies. Now it's like an Omaha homecoming. Like, it's crazy really how many people is still just hitting me up about it. And they're like, we need a table. I'm like, tables was gone.
Yeah, they gone.
When they said I was fighting, so good luck. Bring your own from home. I don't know what to tell you,
Right.
Yeah.
Some people that's been close to me for years and years, and some people are upset, but, I'm like, hey, I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
I got people dealing with all this for me so I can focus on training. We already took the fight late as it is.
Right.
I'm already fighting a guy that's going to have 40, 50 pounds on me. So I got to focus on that. I don't got time.
Right.
Hey, if you don't come, that's all right, If you do, thank you. But I don't have time to, like, call you and be like, hey, will you come to my fight?
Yeah.
You're supposed to support me.
Get like that.
Then you got the neighborhoods we grew up in, a lot of people don't. So hey, give me a ticket. I'm like, now, why would I pay you? Why would I train and do all this and diet and drink a gallon of water a day and fight people in the gym and stuff to pay you to come to my fight?
Right.
You're supposed to support somebody like that.
Right,
so
no
it's just
doubt.
all that stuff I've kind of just ignored and got out the way for this camp.
For sure.
Wayne Sullivan joining us. Again, the fight is Friday the 17th at Liberty Credit Union Arena. That's too long.
Man.
It's just too long of a name.
Everybody has a problem with that.
Liberty First Credit Union Arena.
Right.
Ralston Arena.
LFCU.
Right. I know.
It used to be Ralston Arena for a long time. Yeah. Then they went broke. So let me.
This guy.
So let's talk about when you were young. Did you play any other sports? Were you athletic or you just a fighter?
Man, I was always athletic, but no, I really.
But were you athletic? Is the question. You be athletic all you want.
You
were
play
you
anything.
athletic?
Yeah, football, basketball.
No, not till really, like, I wrestled in middle school, but all I did was just fight.
Yeah, really.
No doubt.
If you white and you grew up in North Omaha,
you gotta fight.
You telling jokes, That's what everybody.
No, that's what everybody else tried to do.
Everybody else trying to tell jokes.
Well, at your size, though, I mean, they needed football players. It is Nebraska.
Yeah, I did play
some football.
I got in so much trouble at Monroe Middle School, I didn't get to go to Benson or North.
Exactly.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me, so they sent me to South. And then I ended up graduating at an alternative school, Parrish. They ain't around no more. But yeah, I mean, really, like, my principal called me. She called me, like, later on and was like, hey, Wayne, I want to tell you, like, I see you everywhere now.
Wow.
I see you leaving. I see you're, over here with Bud, and I see you're here and you're fighting. And it's a big thing for you. She really apologized to me. Like, I'm sorry I told you fighting will get you nowhere in life. And the craziest thing was, as to me, of course, I remember that because, like, somebody telling you you're going to fail, almost.
No doubt.
But
99% of the people, she's right about. But you're a 1%er.
Yeah. But she ate it. She ate it.
Nice.
And called me, hey, I apologize. I'm like,
respect.
This is 4 or 5 years later, Miss Riggs. And I'm like, dang, lady, thank you. Yeah. And then a lot of even still, the teachers I was with, principals, administrators, they come to my fights.
That's what's up.
They like to see it, They're like, I mean.
How do you take fighting and turn it into a positive for, like, inspiration to, like, not just kids, but anybody out there who trying to look to you for some inspiration?
It's even on this thing right here, and this happens a lot. This happens with Bud big time. So many people have to be peaceful to each other that don't want to be peaceful during that fight. Because what are they for? Omaha or me. So even though they don't get along, they're both there doing what?
No doubt.
Support me no matter what neighborhood from, color, difference, all that.
Right.
They all see that go out that night,
No doubt.
So that's a big thing for me. Like it's like a different feeling, you're just like, man, by me doing this is causing peace.
Right.
In the neighborhoods and stuff, and people here, But hey, I try to explain to them so you can get along here. Why not just
get out? Yeah.
You see what's on our news all day, every day,
Yeah, who politics is
so
crazy.
So just like that, then I use it as a network. Everybody loves fighting for some reason.
Oh, man.
Fighting's always been like that.
Yeah.
You had fights during the war where they would stop fighting literally for the soldier watching on TV. Same thing in World War II.
Real talk?
Yeah, real talk. I mean, it was fighting. boxing and fighting has always brought people together for a short period of time.
It's insane.
For a short period of time.
It's just like everybody.
Right.
Like big CEOs and everything. You know, I got a couple companies, so what do you think I do?
I saw you got some good sponsors. I was checking you out on Facebook.
I got the sponsor stuff. Is just right here. Let It Fly.
I'm waiting for that
sponsors.
Big Bang commercial or, or Monster or something.
See me on there. But for you, it's a beautiful thing also. Like with you, everything, like you went through a lot of hardship and then you still came on the other side. You got your karaoke business, all that. You didn't let oh, man,
Yeah, right.
Hey, feel bad for me, man. No, I'm going to keep on going. I'm still going to do my thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's the same thing for me. That's why you love to see, because you know where I came from. You know how I used to be and now to from whatever you want to call it to business, you know, that's, it's a beautiful thing through God and everything. So it's just like, I just love all, like that's a most thing that I love the most. It's just that.
I don't feel sorry for him. He hit a shot once, cost me a bunch of money. Wayne Sullivan joining us here on the Let It Fly show. What about, this is a big card, 7 fights, right? It's supposed to be 7 fights on the card?
I think maybe more.
More than that?
Yeah, I'm trying to have them. I'm telling them go out there and knock each other out. So hurry up, so I can get down here for my after party.
That's gotta be tough.
Okay. Mr. Mike can write me a check.
Who doing the after party?
Let It Fly.
Of course, I just wanted to say that.
Right here.
After the fight, come down to Let It Fly
Capital
downtown.
District,
Shout out to Mike Allen running things here, man. Wayne, you gonna be here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's funny you talk about the days leading up. What's it like, say you get to the arena, I don't know, like 5 o'clock or whatever, you don't fight till 9 or whatever it's going to be. What's that time like?
I won't fight till 10:30, 11.
10:30. So what's that
I'll
like?
have my own little room, and I'll really come there and take a nap because I'm required to be there for the fighter meeting, and I still show up hours late.
That's your vibe? You just like to get there and relax and just get
I would rather be in my house.
So everybody's got to be there for the fighter meeting.
All my kids all got their own little outfits. You know, my boys will be with me. One of them's going to corner me. He doesn't even know yet. You know James, he's just a rough body now, you know, so he doesn't know yet because I'm trying to make sure he's all excited in school and stuff. He goes to West Side, and I'm just making sure he has a calm week. Right. Because he'll get all pumped up and get in trouble or something. I'm cornering my dad this week, and what's up? You want to try me? Like, no, we're not doing that. No, he's really actually a good kid, but he doesn't even know yet, but he's going to be in my corner. Because I rest in peace, Scott Morton, it's for Scotty, my jiu-jitsu coach, passed away in his sleep of a heart attack about 2 months ago. So it is going to be like that walk's going to be hard for me.
How that guy's gone. With him passing away, I know a lot of times you think about Mike Tyson. When Cuss died, he lost something. Like, for you, do you, like, gain a motivation, or what does it do for you?
Oh, yeah, you're motivated to win. I mean, it's going to motivate me more if I can get a choke to do it, rather than – because I'm always telling people, like, I'd rather – even if I got the choke and I'm feeling great still, I'm going to try to back up and get up. Like, nothing feels better than you clink – Yeah,
no doubt.
Hey, and now you choke somebody out. Like, I'm not saying it ain't good, know, because if we use in the street, they're going out, then you can do what you want. Yeah. So, but they like this. Tap out. They get up with you with the ref, and you're just looking at them. Like, especially if you was beefing with them beforehand.
But you get more plus money for a submission, so I got no problem with that. I'm not betting on that. Anyway, Wayne Sullivan joining us here at Let It Fly show inside Let It Fly Sports Bar, Capital District, home of the after party after Wayne takes care of business
and the weigh-ins.
On Friday.
They're going to do the weigh-ins here, too.
That's tomorrow? Is that Thursday? Thursday? What time's weigh-in?
I think they're going to do around 8 o'clock.
Is it open to the public?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We'll
put it out on social media.
Yeah. Hey,
put it on social media.
Hey, do them a favor, man. Do a little drop for that, man. We might try to cut the clip or something.
Deal?
A little promo?
Cut the promo. Tell them to come down here.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Stop down at Let It Fly Sports Bar in Capital District. Watch me weigh in against my opponent, DeAndre Butts, live in person.
Let's go. Come get these. Yeah. Dynasty Combat Sports. Yep. Is that correct? How'd you get hooked up with them? Walk me through that business.
Just, there's a couple promotions, but they were just the one that was like, all right, man, they really take care of me. You know, like for the fights, and it costs quite a bit of money to sponsor one of them corners. Right. Because every single fight, they're like fighting out of the red corner. Yeah. The Captive Software Solutions, my IT company. Right. So I finesse that in there, and they let me do stuff like that because they're like kind of like family to me, after all this time, and they just take care of me. I take care of them. Of course, they like it because it's just like when you sell stuff, you can do it. Like some guys are like, but Wayne's, and I was like, yeah, Wayne's gonna do whatever he wants.
Are you doing a ring walk with anybody?
No, not this time. Just my just because the coach thing, For sure. Mm-hmm. Just gonna be. If you seen Anthony Smith, he came out of the UFC. The dude walks out crying, bro.
I know.
Like, and he was just standing there getting hit. Like,
Yeah.
And for him, that's been his coach a lot longer than even me. You know, before I was even starting MMA, he was with him. And Scott is such a great guy.
Yeah.
Like me, I lost a special power in my corner.
No doubt.
If you ever watch me fight, and you see me looking over there, it's because they got me somewhere, and I'm looking at Scott because he's going to show me, all right, this arm locked.
Right.
You know, which I know, but just for, like, that guy's a super.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, he's a black belt, you know, third degree, you know, like craziness, you know, just dog walks people.
So,
you know,
I was going around town, and some people, I told them that I was interviewing, or we were interviewing you. They was like, hey, man, what's the relationship with him and Bud? So I got to ask for you to tell the people, talk about you and Terence Crawford's relationship.
Man.
And I mean, we see you ring every fight he ever got, you right there. Every time we see you in the city, you right there. Like
Thank you for saying that though. See that, because some people are like, man, every time he's on here, you're there every time here. Yeah, but if we're out putting up dog kennels because you got all the dogs and it's raining and it's cold or hot, you know, guess why I'm right.
His birthday,
right there.
I was there. I seen it.
Yeah.
So it's really like that.
It's just it's my it's my big brother. Really, it's my best friend. You know, no matter, like, me and that guy will be friends forever. You know, so low key, I need a guy like that in my life, because like people's like, man, ain't nobody's gonna tell that guy nothing. But Bud says I don't listen to him.
I don't know. Between me and you, I know you will.
I take it. You know, I'll take it for granted more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
Yep. See you there.
No doubt.
You met your team. Talk about the team you work with. I used to live in Albuquerque, and I met a whole bunch of teams before it blew up. Mixed martial arts in Albuquerque. It was something about going there and training. Talk about how it makes you better in your team, in your camp, them getting you ready for this kind of thing.
Oh, see, so I got B&B. So, and like Bud sitting there right there, every little inch I'm off. Hey, man, you need to do this. Hey, you need to move faster. No, you need to circle this way. You need to, like, I got in some trouble. They was like, would you do probation? I'm like, yeah, that'd be easy.
Right.
You ever met Bud Crawford?
Yeah.
Like, he's on my neck.
Right.
Okay? They're like, but you're bigger than him. I'm like, he rough.
Right.
He'll bite me on the cheek.
Exactly.
You ever go, a pit bull is real small. Go jump on it.
No doubt.
You
no
know,
doubt.
but so then I got them. You know, I got Bud. Of course, he makes me see through it 120%, just like he does. And then I got my Dynasty, not Dynasty, but Skywalker 101 and Skywalker Jiu-Jitsu.
Yep.
And it's all killers in there. You know, like, we got a lot of guys that are heading straight to UFC. They got UFC guys there, you know.
Right.
And our team is just, it's tough.
For sure.
Like, I tell people, if you come here, people are like, I'm going to do MMA. Should I? I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to do classes. No, I'll go to team training. And you ain't going to want to fight no more.
Dang.
Because you got to learn this. Otherwise, you're going to get roughed up so bad, you're like, this ain't for me.
Word.
Even now, you know, it sucks to go in there and do that all the time, you know?
No doubt.
Like, it really does. And I'm getting into the money other places and all this. I don't got to do this.
Right. You just love it.
Yeah. I love it, but I'm starting to love it from a distance. You
Right.
know? I'm 33. I got kids. I just see a more beautiful side of life just growing up so rough. You know, we lost so many people. You just understand how beautiful life is the older you get. And it's kind of, you know, it's a kind of a poor person's sport too.
Yeah.
I mean, I make very great money doing it. But these other guys, some of these guys you guys are going to watch might make a couple $100.
Man.
To get punched in the face.
To get punched, knee kicked.
Because they
trained for 3 months, you know, get punched, knee kick all during training.
Yeah.
You know?
So I got a two-part with that. First is it's like, are those type of guys trying to get on and be seen? And then also, what's the age in martial arts, jiu-jitsu, and the fighting that you do can be considered old in the sport?
Probably right at 34, 35, you know. Okay. But there's a lot of guys like that. You know, it's everybody.
They get late starts sometimes, right?
Yeah. Everybody's genetics is different, though, you know.
Respect.
Like me, don't get me wrong, I feel great, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
I literally feel like I'm 19 years old.
You walk
and
around
like,
fit, for sure.
Yeah, and even when I'm not, then I get right in the gym, do it. People are like, what are you on?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
life, baby.
Water.
Life.
Water. I'm off that water is what I tell them. Like, people are like, are you
H2O.
drunk when I'm out hanging out? Because they know I'm training.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you drunk?
Well, it's got hydrogen
I'm
in
off
it.
that water, man.
Yeah.
I just,
talking about alcohol?
No, hydrogen. No, I'm saying it's got hydrogen in it.
Never know. It's
Closer, man.
No, okay, that makes sense.
And the second part?
The second part is so. Do you have any future goals for
what's
yourself?
next?
Like, what's next? Like, this is great.
I mean, my
You
son
know?
James, he's cold at football. You know, he could be go to college, all
One of
that
them
good
ones.
stuff, but he just doesn't want to. He's been in the gym in a car seat. So he's grown into it. He's 15 and he's pretty bad man pajama for his age, and he's pretty big too.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, how old are you? 20? No, I'm 15.
Yeah. They do the kids fights before some of the fights.
Yeah, they do wrestling.
Okay.
Because you can't fight till you're 18.
Oh, like legally.
He wants to do the James Jr. thing.
Oh, okay. Respect.
He wants me to main event a card, and he'll be on the card for his first fight.
All right, nice. LeBron James.
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Yeah, I mean, only they be flopping, we be really getting in.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want to say that basketball stuff's soft, but you see how, you know.
No doubt.
Like, I hurt my knee one time. I tore my meniscus, and it was pretty bad in a fight, and I had another one that I was going to do, 2 months away, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Can I train? He said,
got arrested.
The mental toughness of you guys. He said, I got a basketball player in the other room. He's got not even a half of the tear you got. And he's wondering he's going to be able to walk again.
Dang.
And you're over here talking about, am I going to be able to be in the gym and fight again?
Right.
And the doctor's like, this is just crazy. Like, can you relax?
For sure.
And I'm like, yeah, I can
For
relax.
sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's his thing, I mean, and I'll support my son, but I don't want him to fight.
Though? Like, you make it stable of fighters, or would you just focus on
him?
No, I mean, of course, we got Skywalker. My coach that's with her was actually with another gym, and they kind of booted him. Then was like, hey, you can't be back in between. So,
so he started.
You make me the choose. He ain't doing that. So I see the bitterness or whatever it is over here. So I stayed here, and me and him are like family, So
sure.
Danny Molina, he's just.
Oh, Danny's awesome. Yeah.
He started all that 10 years ago. And everybody counted him out, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now look, he's got one of the best gyms.
Yeah.
So and he's got he's on a flight every other day to fly out somewhere, to coach somebody or something.
Sure.
He's just grew so much in just his mentality. Even like I'll just tell him, like, I don't know if nobody told you, but dude, I'm proud of you, dude, because I know I've seen it. Because there was a time he was in a very bad spot.
Yeah.
Every way, financially, mentally, everything. And I went through it with him. So it's just, I'm going to let him do that.
Yeah.
He's been with James. We got pictures. James was little. So he'd, of course, love that. But, I mean, I'm not for sure on doing that, but it's a good chance, 2 years.
No doubt. You got gear, right? You sell gear?
Yeah.
You got your gear, right?
Oh, yeah. See? Shout out to all the sponsors. Look at all these sponsors on here.
Let me see that.
This is what he was talking about right here.
Yeah. I see the MRL. Where I see it.
Yeah, he sold me a check, so we'll get with him in a minute. I'm joking. That's
Salty Dog, new location now.
Yeah. All of them. So,
that's
man,
what's up,
them
bro.
sponsors make it, like if it wasn't for some of them even, forget about this.
No doubt.
I'm not saying money makes everything, but
but it
really,
makes sense.
I got companies and stuff, that when I'm doing this, it's taken away from that. It's taken away from my kids, everything.
Sure.
So, it's kind of not worth it. Like, my heart really ain't into it like it was before.
Yeah.
I don't care about going here or going there. Like, win a belt, that's cool and all that. But I came from such nothing. All I care about is being successful.
Amen.
I shot for the moon. I'm staring at the stars right now.
Respect.
Just great thing.
Yep. You hang around. You head to heaven. You hang out in the stars.
Yep.
That's what they say. Yep. Hey, man, we appreciate it. Good luck.
Yeah, man.
You don't need the good luck.
Yeah, we don't believe in luck.
Well, don't break a leg.
Hard work.
Exactly.
Hard work. See, that's the thing, though. Can't do that.
Yeah, don't do that either.
Yeah, we right here for the
Go take care of business.
weigh in again. Weigh in.
Should be at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
Okay, downtown
8 p.m.
here.
Thursday
And
night.
there's two. So one of my teammates now currently and one of my ex-teammates are going to fight each other. So
that's
getting really,
was they beefing before?
No, like in the gym, they did get into it a couple times. But the one's like, man, I'm your dad out here, homeboy. Like, it's like, so now they're like, oh, what's up? Well, let's fight each other then. So now it's going to be really rough. That's why I was worried about doing this in a nice room, all right? The other thing about putting all these cameras on, like, what if, I don't know how my opponent's going to act. I'll be respectful as can be.
Right.
But
no doubt.
Sometimes we get a little upset.
Yeah, y'all got insurance. Don't worry about it.
It
might get live in here, people. That's what we're saying. Come to the weigh-ins tomorrow, 8 p.m. Let it fly.
And go to the fight Friday night.
Friday.
Yep. It's at the Credit Union building.
Yeah.
Ralston Arena.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you can still buy tickets right now. I looked online.
Nitro tickets.
Nitro tickets.
Like Wayne Sullivan is your fighter. I just broke my ticket sell record, my own record. I just broke it again. So
I give it up,
and I hit it by a long shot.
See, look at that. I like that.
It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate it, man.
Having me, fellas.
Welcome back to the Let It Fly show. Thank you to Wayne Sullivan for joining us.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that he gonna beat the hell out of that guy on Friday night.
Me too. It's the most.
He gonna beat his butt. He butts his butt.
The most cool, calm people are the most dangerous.
He's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Very dangerous young man at 33 years old.
But he's funny though.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He's nice.
He's very, very funny.
Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate him. If you didn't hear, the weigh-in will be here at the Let It Fly show. Check out social media.
Yeah,
we'll put it on social media.
Right.
The time and when you can come out to check out the weigh-in. 8 o'clock is what they're saying, but you never know. You never know what time.
They get active.
Yes. So we will put that on social media. And then also Friday, make your way out to the Liberty Credit Union.
Ralston Arena for those who know.
The former one. Yeah, check on out there. First Credit Union. That's what it is. Liberty First Credit Union.
Yep.
So check that out and go out there and go online and buy the tickets. It's going to be a good event.
Yep.
We appreciate him. Of course, we also appreciate our executive producer.
Yep.
That man is Phil McLean.
Yep.
For doing what he does. We appreciate that.
Yep.
Appreciate King Val Elvis.
Appreciate you in that car.
Putting everything together.
Yeah,
that card's nice.
It is.
It is nice.
I need to get another one.
Steal it from him.
Right.
You know who was here earlier was Mac.
Mac, my guy Mac.
Mac Pittman was here taking care of business as well, so we appreciate him as well. And also, always thank you to our presenting sponsor, Bud Light, for making it known that whether you're watching a basketball game, whether you're watching a football game, whether you're watching this new golf league, whether you're watching the golf league on TV, wherever it is, you can pop open or take a can or you got a bottle or whatever. Bud Light brings you easy drinking and easy buckets throughout Nebraska. Easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And I'll remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Helps us out. Put some comments on there as well. We'd appreciate that. If you're listening to just the podcast, subscribe and like on there as well. Whether it's Spotify, Apple, whatever, tune in, whatever you're using. Appreciate it if you could help us out.
You know what's crazy about this place?
What is crazy about this place?
It's about 80, 90 TVs in here.
Yeah, at least.
Every game is different.
A lot of different games.
That's crazy.
This is the time of year for it,
Y'all got to come down here.
This is the time of year for it. You even got women's basketball down there in the corner.
Right.
Yep.
I thought it was dope that Tiger Woods is in the league, man, and he playing on a simulator.
Playing on a simulator.
That shocked me. That's
whoever LA is, they killing JUP. It's 9-1. They getting destroyed.
Man.
That's what Ty get the ball in the water earlier.
But you got to come down here. It's my point.
It was very funny.
Yo, even weigh in, the fight weigh in on Thursday, 8 o'clock, fight on Friday. After the fight is the post party.
Post party.
Right here, they holding it down. Wayne will be signing autographs. You never know who you might see.
No doubt. Take us away, Josh.
Hey, Josh Jones here with my boy Michael Severe. You know how we do it. It's a Let It Fly show.